Please don't forget to subscribe, because a lot of people that watch my videos don't subscribe apparently, and hit that bell so you stay informed with the latest and greatest videos from this channel. I'm also live every day on twitch.tv/HasanAbi after 11 a.m. Pacific. In the past couple of days, and specifically I'm going to read a Chuck Schumer quote to you guys. But in the past couple of days, or in the past month or so, I have heard things from congressional Democrats that I never thought I would hear, specifically from the likes of Cuck Schumer. Now, Cuck Schumer is a cuck in every way. He is really feckless, coward, powerless. These are the words I would use to describe Chuck Schumer, but for some weird reason, I don't know if it's the fear of God or the fact that he might lose his Senate seat or something. I don't know, if he's worried about a primary or something like that. But Chuck Schumer has been saying some great stuff. He started off with the $50,000, urging the president to take away $50,000 of student loan debt, which was pretty wild and unexpected, all the way to what he said yesterday in an interview with, I believe, Michael McAuliffe, who is writing for the New York Daily News. Now, I'm going to read a quote to you right now, okay? Schumer says, "We cannot do the mistake of 2009, where they whittled down the program so that the amount of relief was so small that the recession lasted 4 or 5 years. And then on the ACA, when they spent a year and a half negotiating and then didn't come to any agreement." He is absolutely fucking right. I have never heard a quote that is 100% in line with what I've been saying about the way that Democrats engage in politics and some of the glaring failures. It is remarkable to hear this from Chuck Schumer, nonetheless, who isn't even as aggressive as Nancy Pelosi in a lot of circumstances. Nancy Pelosi, demon, disliked by all, who gives a shit. Ultimately, she is aggressive. Part of the reason why Republicans hate her is because she is an aggressive whip. Chuck Schumer, on the other hand, is kind of a pushover. So it is very shocking for him to say something so correctly. This is a 100% excellent 10 out of 10 quote. Totally on board with this take. This is a gigantic problem for the Democrats. And what I'm starting to see from the Democrats is that younger Democrats, or freshman Democrats rather, regardless of whether they are progressive or whether they are moderate, are definitely aggressively partisan and willing to fight the Republican Party. And the greatest example of this is someone like Pete Buttigieg, who only cares about winning, who only cares about assuming a role in the Democratic Party, right? And he is absolutely a fucking moderate, and yet he rarely ever holds back from attacking Republicans. There is certainly a generational divide between establishment Democrats who are older and have been around for a while, and even moderate Democrats who are new, and certainly the progressive Democrats as well, in how to deal with unity and how to deal with the Republicans in general. And I am seeing that from even the moderates, and that is a good thing overall, because people who make it seem as though unity means compromising with Republicans who are not even interested in compromise, who use the tool of compromise and bipartisan support on a bill like a fucking weapon to chip away at that bill with no intention whatsoever of ever fucking signing off onto that bill and forcing a budget reconciliation passage of that very same bill, but now that very same bill is neutered, is unacceptable. It cannot happen. It happened throughout the Obama administration because they only needed a couple Republicans, which meant that it was easy for them to assume we're going to work with the Republicans. No, they never did, and the Republicans were never interested. They saw that as a way to shit on whatever bill they wanted to chip away. Republicans are sending counter proposals to the Democrats, who are looking for a $1.9 trillion relief bill right now. Now, Republicans have also been fucking freaking out over the $1 trillion COVID relief bill because they think it's far too much. Even the moderate Republicans have talked about how it's far too much. I mean, we just spent $900 billion. What are we going to do? We're going to spend another $1.9 trillion. I mean, that's crazy. Come on. So a group of 10 Republicans launched an effort to try to force President Joe Biden to negotiate a bit on his planned $1.9 trillion COVID relief package. The senators are asking for a meeting with Biden to negotiate the measure as Democratic leaders are getting ready to lay the groundwork so they can pass the package with only Democratic votes. In a letter to Biden, the senators, led by Susan Collins of Maine, say they're putting forward the plan in the spirit of bipartisanship and unity. Suck my dick, Susan Collins. Suck my entire cock, Mitt Romney. Suck my fucking dick to all the Republicans who are trying to say, oh, dude, come on. We got to do unity. Oh, we got to do unity. The only fucking unity is if you're going in and you're saying 1.9 trillion is not enough. We got to do 2.2. Okay. That's it. Fuck your unity. You dumb fucks. Suck my dick. Okay. That's what I have to say. Now, you're going to say, well, Hasan, I mean, bipartisanship is at an all-time high. We got so much going on. I mean, fuck, dude. Fuck. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Professional Republicans are only using this just like Democrats are. Professional Democrats are saying unity because it's something that you have to say. And professional Republicans are using unity to be like, no. We got to do this bipartisan thing. Come on. We got to do unity. Please, if we ask nice. Fuck off. As far as UI, it goes to $300 a week through June 30th for all states. Funding to improve the UI hardware and software. This is the small bill. Bruh. Direct payments goes down to $1,000 a person for $1,600 total. For singles, yeah, fuck that. Here is Biden's original 1.9 trillion proposal. Provide $1,400 per person recovery rebates on top of the $600 already issued, leading it up to $2,000. Republicans are already trying to fucking take more than that. They're already trying to whittle that down. Suck my dick. Here's what he should say as a counter proposal. If I was Joe Biden, I'd be like, you know what? I've thought long and hard, Jack. I've thought long and hard about this unity thing. And it seems like the American people want $2,000 and not just $2,000, but $2,600 total if we have, Jack. So I thought about it. And my counter is the fucking checks just got $600 higher. You know, just like pull a Trump, dude. Guess what? Here's my counter proposal. Instead of $1,400 per person, we are actually going to do $2,000 per person. If you come back to me with more bullshit, I'm going to increase it even further. I mean, that would never happen because it's Joe Biden we're talking about. The checks just got $600 higher. But there's already internal debate, apparently, according to Nancy Cook. Thank you, Themasius. Scoop, even President Biden's top economic advisors have privately expressed reservations about the size and scope of the proposed 1,400 stimulus checks. They worry the large price tag will crowd out other items like expanded unemployment insurance, etc. Why? Bro, this is the most popular thing, dude. You fuck this up, you are such a fucking idiot. People are already mad that it's like $1,400 and not $2,000. They're like, why aren't we getting $2,000? You know what I mean? It's already hard enough as it is to message around $1,400 instead of $2,000 because it was $2,000 from the beginning and the $600 was a down payment. His words. So it's already fucking difficult enough as it is. If you were to lower that down even further, it's a wrap, dude. People are gonna be like, fuck you. I was gonna get 2,000. Now I'm getting 1,000. Please, I saw some fucking poll numbers. There's new polling that came out talking about the popularity of $2,000 checks, the popularity of the Senate Republicans and Senate Democrats, or congressional Republicans, congressional Democrats, popularity of Joe Biden, and the highest rated thing was $2,000 checks, dude. Currently, as it stands, the $2,000 checks, according to the AJC UGA poll in Georgia, the approval fave support rating for Trump is at -17. Camp is at 9, -9. Raffensperger's are +13. Biden transitions at +25. Biden favorability is +11. Dems that are at 6. GOP -26. $2,000 checks are at a +56 approval rating, dude. I don't know what you need more than this, dude. What do you need? What the fuck do you need? Do you need it to be 100% approval rating? Like, if there's one person in the country that says, yeah, you know what, I don't think we should do these stimulus checks, Democrats are like, hold on. We need to hear from this one guy. I know that hundreds of millions of you Americans believe that you deserve $2,000 checks, but this one guy we found says otherwise. We need to hear from him. That's how democracy is done. That's unity, motherfucker. What do you need? What do you need? That is unity, bitch. You don't unite more than +56. It is such a gigantic, and I mean absolute fucking hard throbbing cock of a bonus for the Democratic Party. Do this, okay? Do this immediately. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's not socialism. It's nothing. It's literally a fucking tax rebate. You guys love doing tax credits. It's a fucking tax credit. Is that the way you need to tailor it to make sure that the messaging is off on it or something? Psaki on the COVID relief bill said this earlier this morning. This is a good sign. They're worried about it being too small, not too large.
And his view, it remains what was stated in the statement last night, but also what he said on Friday, which is that the risk is not that it is too big, this package, the risk is that it is too small.
What's stopping Dems from passing the 2K checks? Dems, that's it. What's stopping Democrats from passing the $2,000 checks right now is just Democrats. It's just the reality that Joe Biden set ahead for himself. Like, they are trying to figure out a way to, like, do this in a bipartisan way. And I've said this over and over again, but it's the same concept as, like, doing the Trump impeachment, right? What they're trying to do is force Republicans with a olive branch, basically. They want to give Republicans an olive branch to say, look, that was all Trump. That was behind us. We can do fucking unity. It's not Joe Manchin. Shut up. It's not Joe Manchin. Literally not Joe Manchin. You are completely fucking incorrect. Joe Manchin can be pushed. Joe Manchin's own fucking governor in West Virginia said, this is good. You're wrong. You're completely wrong. Stop. The Republican governor of West Virginia is on board with the fucking $1.9 trillion recovery package. Joe Manchin is in. So don't talk about that. What this is exclusively so that the Democrats can basically offer an olive branch to the Republicans to say, look, cut Donald Trump out and say everything that happened in the past 4 years was just Donald Trump, and that you guys are normal and the adults are back and we're just running we're running this with unity and bipartisanship. That's why they're trying to do this impeachment. Part of the reason why they're trying to do the impeachment is so that some Republicans can get on board and impeach Donald Trump, so that they can turn around and be like, look, see, the Republican Party are a bunch of adults. Like, come on. They don't think that Donald Trump represents them. Just like this is the exact same reason for why they want to do a bipartisan bill on this COVID relief package. They don't need to, but the reason why they want to do it is so that they can say, look, we're adults. We can work together. Isn't it wonderful? We have returned to normalcy. Now, if you ask me, fuck that. The only reason why you should dangle bipartisanship in front of their eyes is to make them grovel and beg and come to you and say, yeah, this is our counter proposal. Can you please work with us? Only to turn around and be like, fuck you, suck my cock, crawl the fuck back out of here, you stupid, pathetic, silly bitches. That is what Donald Trump would do. And that is what Joe Biden should do. He's not going to do that, because they absolutely are trying to do the thing that I already mentioned, which is normalize Republicans and make them seem as though they are normal and not fucking psychopathic demons.
When it comes to this COVID relief bill, I wonder what is more important to the people of West Virginia and to you. That Biden's $1.9 trillion bill passes, even if it's without Republican support and through reconciliation, which would mean bigger checks to your folks in need, or that it's a bipartisan agreement, even if it's less money?
I mean, at the end of the day, really and truly, Poppy, what we need to do is we need to understand that trying to be, per se, fiscally responsible at this point in time with what we've got going on in this country, if we actually throw away some money right now, so what? We have really got to move and get people taken.
By the way, I love the framing of this question. It's like, well, would you rather take more money if it meant like not uniting the country? How about we take the money and we unite the country? Which is exactly what he's saying. Guys, this is the Republican governor of West Virginia. It's not like this guy represents the interests of West Virginians, and he's saying like, no, we want more money. You know why he's saying that? Because West Virginia is a third world country, and it's gotten to a point where it is undeniable. Like, fuck Joe Manchin, dude. Seriously. Anyone who stands in the way of West Virginia's getting more money is a complete fucking psychopath, dude. Yeah, Kamala Harris. Oh, so this is what I was going to talk about. So Kamala Harris went to Arizona and went to West Virginia to put pressure on Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema. So she specifically went and gave local news interviews talking about
our interview with the
fucking stimulus. It's a fucking wrap after that, boys. That is actually pretty smart. It shows me that Democrats, when they know how to fucking act, they know what to do, which almost angers me a little bit more, because it's like, where the fuck have you been? Where was this energy when Obama was in charge, you know? By the way, this is how Bernie said he was going to organize as well for initiatives that he wants to do that Democrats might not be on board with. Like, he literally said, I'm going to be the organizer in chief. So it's good. This is like a good start.
I saw it. I couldn't believe it. No one called me.
We're going to try to find a bipartisan pathway forward. I think we need to.
Shut the fuck up, you stupid fucking demon. Suck my dick, dude. That's perfect, by the way. That's great. Nobody called me? Yeah, that's why you look like a bitch right now, okay? You look like a fucking deer caught in the headlights because that's what you fucking get, motherfucker. Shirt, fuck this guy, dude. Nobody called me. You're a Democrat. You're a Republican governor. Wants this. You can't stand in opposition. Like, that's why I'm saying it's fine. These guys are going to shut the fuck up.
We want to help everybody that needs help. But if a person's making $250,000 or $300,000.
See, this is what, like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Please fucking just shut the fuck up. They're not getting $2,000 if they're making $250,000 a year, you fucking piece of shit. You garbage motherfucker, dude. You are a garbage person.
I don't think they're in much as need as a person making...
Yeah, that's why it's fucking means tested. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. It doesn't matter. They're literally going to get taxed in the end of the fucking year anyway. Whenever these people say like, oh, people that don't need the money will get it, you got to ask them like, so what about the fucking tax cuts, you fucking piece of shit? That's the only reason why we're having this conversation. We never talk about this stuff in any other circumstance. It's only when the poor get money that we go, whoa, 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 there's a moral hazard here, okay? So let's listen to what Bernard Sanders had to say about all this.
Bipartisanship might not be possible in passing his proposed COVID relief bill.
Bipartisanship might not be possible when passing this COVID relief bill. Okay, so what? Why? Why do we care about bipartisanship? We care about bipartisanship for passage, right? For quick passage or swift passage of bills. That's the only reason why we care about it. Why would we care about it just for the sake of bipartisanship? Like, oh, but it's a lot better if it's bipartisan. Like, fuck off. Who gives a shit? The government is supposed to work for you, okay? If it's working for you as intended, then shut the fuck up. Who gives a shit who's passing it?
So is it a mistake for Democrats to consider abandoning bipartisanship negotiations?
Oh, no. Is it a mistake for Democrats to abandon bipartisanship? Like, what is this question, man? It's so fucking cringe. You, madam, are doing a cringe, okay? You are being cringe, madam. Please stop. Yeah, why don't you bipartisan some bitches is the right fucking, is the right retaliation here. It's so dumb. It's like, talking about bipartisanship for the sake of bipartisanship is so fucking stupid, dude. It's about the issues, and Bernie will describe it perfectly.
Martha, the issue is not, bipartisanship or not. The issue is, are we going to address the incredible set of crises and the pain and the anxiety which is in this country? You know what? I don't care what anybody says. We have got to deal with this pandemic. We have got to make sure that we are producing the vaccines that we need and get those vaccines into the arms of people. So the question is not bipartisanship. The question is addressing the unprecedented crises that we face right now. If Republicans want to work with us, they have better ideas on how to address those crises, that's great. But to be honest with you, I have not yet heard that.
Senator, you say you're confident about the Democrats, but I saw Joe Manchin from West Virginia this weekend, and he has made remarks after watching Kamala Harris being interviewed about this relief package, saying, no one called me about that. We're going to try to find a bipartisan pathway forward. I think
she's like, she won't let it go. Like, she won't let it go. It doesn't matter. It is completely inconsequential. This notion that like we need Republicans from across the aisle to come on board with this is inconsequential. And the only reason why we're having a conversation around it is specifically to, again, play the role that the media is playing in normalizing the Republican Party. Democrats are trying to normalize the Republican Party as well, and that's why this is happening. But the Republican Party is not normal. And the next story after this video that I'm going to get to around Marjorie Taylor Greene and how Republicans are operating around this person who's like a fucking QAnon freak who believes in like Jewish space lasers that are responsible for the California wildfires or who wanted to execute Nancy Pelosi is basically the greatest representation that the Republican Party should not be normalized, are not normal. They are going to go increasingly more unhinged because that's what their base is. That's what they are expected to do. Okay, they don't want to get fucking primaried by even a more radical Republican, so they have to portray themselves as psychos. There is no honesty or decency or moral compass within the professional Republican Party where they will do the right thing by virtue of doing the right thing. There's no doing the right thing, okay? Corporations or corporate executives have a fiduciary responsibility to their shareholders to maximize profit for them, okay? And Republicans believe that they have a similar responsibility to their constituents to be as unhinged as possible. Doesn't matter what the consequences are. Doesn't matter what the outcome is. Just look at it from that point of view, okay? Think about it like that. Like, Republicans have to be fucking sick freaks. So stop trying to work with these people who are literally like, I don't care. I don't care. I am not going to do your bidding. I'm not going to be normal. Like, it's like that meme of the mom with the kid fucking freaking out in the background, and the mom's like, why can't you be normal for once? That's the Republican Party. People are saying, like, be normal for once, and they're like, no! No! You're not! It only took them, what, 4 weeks to forget that, like, an insurrection happened? Every single one that was like, yeah, Donald Trump should be punished for this is now turning around and being like, oh, actually, we were just kidding. You guys are fucking pieces of shit for even wanting to impeach Donald Trump. You're just, I guess you're, like, jealous of him because he's sexy. Like, fuck you. 4 weeks, man. 4 fucking weeks. We just ended the month of January, and already Republicans have forgotten about the hog insurrection that occurred. So there is no normal. Stop trying to normalize Republicans. I keep saying this over and over again. Stop trying to normalize Republicans, okay?